Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ACT crash course. This is Dr. Abu Laila. Welcome aboard. In this crash course, we cover the ACT exam. As you know, the ACT exam has 5 tests in it. The first test is the ACT English that we're going to begin with. The second test is the ACT mathematics test. The third one is the ACT reading test. And the fourth one is the ACT science test. And lastly, the optional writing test. So to begin with, in the first video, we're going to begin with the ACT English mini lesson 1. This is like basically an introduction about the ACT English. So basically, you have 75 questions. You need to do these 75 questions in 45 minutes. And the test will come from 5 passages. So each passage has 15 questions. Again, the questions will basically measure your abilities in grammar, organization style, and also how to strengthen or revise parts of each passage. So what are the big 5 ACT English topics tested there? The first big topic is punctuation. So all punctuation marks within the sentence and between sentences are tested, very important. The period, the semicolon, the colon, the dash, and the comma, the apostrophe, quotation marks, the period, the question mark. The second topic is grammar. Third topic is, grammar points like subject verb agreement, tenses are tested quite frequently. And then style, the writing style, formal, informal. And then you have sentence structure. Mistakes like run-on sentences, comma splice, parallel structure. And finally, organization / clarity. So are the ideas clear? Do you have a specific example? Do you need to provide a better example? How ideas are well organized? Do you need to change the place of a sentence within a paragraph? Do you want to change the place of a paragraph within a passage? In either case, you'll find that the paragraphs are numbered between square brackets, or the sentences within one paragraph are numbered. So we have 3 important tips I'd like to begin with in the ACT English. The first tip is about avoiding the sounds good method. So what does it mean? So you read a sentence, you feel like this answer choice sounds correct. And so unfortunately, the test maker already know that this is like how you think. So part of it is psychology, and they know how you think, like it sounds good to me, so I'm gonna pick it. Instead, you should try to justify your answer choice, like because it's in the present tense, so I need to third person singular, so I need to use the verb plus s, for example. I can choose the ing because it will make the sentence a fragment. The second one, very important, is about using answer choices as clues. So if you are not sure about what error is being tested in the question, vertically read the answer choices. So go from like A, B, C, D, and find what's being tested. And we're gonna practice this. And thirdly, and more importantly, more than one error could be tested in the same question. So what does it mean? Like sometimes the question will ask about verb tense, but also it will ask for agreement. If it's like third person singular, you need to add s to the verb. So two little tricks I want to begin with here that we're going to use throughout this crash course is that the first trick is the choice no change. A no change choice could be correct 25% because you have 4 choices, so the probability of no change being correct is 25%. Now, many people are afraid to pick no change when in fact, according to some research I've done through ACT English exams from 2001 till 2020, it turns out that no change is the most common choice. So the original sentence or the underlined portion could be correct as is. And one way to confirm the no change answer choice being correct is to eliminate the other 3 options, like to find what's wrong with every other choice. The second one is sometimes you find an answer that says omit the underlined portion. And quite honestly, this answer choice is 50% correct. So there is a 50% chance that this answer choice is correct because when you omit the underlined portion in this way, you will make your sentences or your sentence in that context shorter. And it has to do with the economy of expression that states if you can say something in 1 word, don't say it in 2 words. If you can say it in 2 words, don't say it in 3 words. So that's the point, avoiding redundancy, avoiding wordiness. For example, a sentence that says, this company makes 34 million American dollars annually every year. So we know annually and every year are the same. So basically, if every year is underlined and it asks you like, there is one answer choice, omit the underlined portion, do this. That would be correct because it will make your sentence more concise or short. So as we said, one way to actually attack the ACT English questions is to use the answer choices as clues. If you look at these answer choices, for example, you can treat them like your roadmap. So if you have has, are, has had, is having, so most probably what's being tested here is subject-verb agreement because you have are, has, and is, and also has. I would believe that the correct answer would be are because has, is, the 3 of them are singular forms of the verb. Most probably the subject will be plural. So let's practice this. Here are 4 sentences to practice. If we look at the first one, finishing ing, finished, has finished, have finished. When you think about it, number 1 would be testing subject-verb agreement. But also the verb tense because you have finished and has finished in the present, finished in the past. So these are the types of errors being tested here. Number 1. In number 2, meeting as it, meeting as they, meeting it, meeting will. So you'd notice comma here, and that has to do with clauses. Clauses are being tested. But also pronouns, because what you see here is they, it, so you want to decide, if the reference is singular or plural. In number 3, as you can see here, definitely testing punctuation because you have commas before because, therefore, and we know these commas are wrong, but also comma and would be fine. Semicolon, however, would be okay, but again, you still need a comma after, however. So what's being tested here is both clauses and punctuation. And lastly, in number 4, you'd notice like night, comma, it was moving, night by moving. So that would be shorter. Night and it moves, night for it moves. So again, what's being tested here is basically pronouns Also, the verb tense was moving, it moves, and also clauses. So you want to identify the best conjunction here. Is it and if you are joining two similar ideas? Is it for if you have a cause and effect relationship? Well, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next video, and we're going to tackle the next mini lesson in this case, which is sentence construction. Thank you so much. Bye.